tracking a winter system that is going to be bringing the chances for snow and possible accumulation throughout the night into tomorrow morning. The counties you see in purple are all going to be under a winter weather advisory that is going to be for low travel impacts as we get into tomorrow morning early hours. Once we see sunrise, though, those impacts should start to decrease. Looking at that snow forecast for the overnight hours into tomorrow morning, by the time this system exits, going to be expecting traces along I-70. Further down to the south, really just going to be seeing rain. As we get up further to the north with those counties that we saw in purple, that's where we're going to be expecting more of like 1 to 2 inches rather than those traces. So a little bit on the heavier side, but we are going to be tracking those temperatures, kind of walking a fine line of above and below freezing. So that could affect how much snow we end up getting by the end of the night. So starting off tracking that rain throughout much of the evening hours, you can see up to the north kind of that transition line of snow, but you'll see those temperatures still above freezing until we get into the overnight hours. You can see up to the north, we'll see those below freezing temperatures or right around that freezing range. So for the most part, just going to be seeing those snowflakes melting once they hit the ground if they are falling as snow. You'll notice that rain as well, really staying along that I-70 range and then up to the north just a little bit before that transition line. Those temperatures still walking a fine line by the time we get to tomorrow morning, so only a couple degrees really the difference. It is going to make us see the possibility for snow kind of increase or decrease. Seems though as we get into tomorrow morning, afternoon, those temperatures will quickly warm back on up as we'll get some sunshine working into the area. And so if we do see any travel impacts, those should kind of quickly dissipate as we get into the afternoon hours. But temperatures are going to be limited. We're seeing a cold front moving through in the afternoon hours. Winds are going to be picking up, and we are only really going to get up into the mid to high 30s. Now, looking at those road temperatures, for the rest of the evening, going to be staying above freezing, so not going to be expecting any sort of impacts there. As we get into the overnight hours, then you'll start to notice them cool down a bit, get maybe even below freezing. Of course, those coldish roads are going to be up to the north, and that is where we're going to be tracking the chances for snow. So main impact's going to be overnight into Sunday morning before we start to warm back up, and that snow, if it does accumulate, will start to melt. So we are going to be tracking that, but as we get into Sunday morning, afternoon, like I mentioned, going to be clearing out quickly, but that cold front really going to limit us on temperatures as we get into Monday and the rest of the week. Wind chills as well on Monday morning. You'll definitely want a jacket as you head out the door.